All right, guys, it's Paul Singh, the market speculator with bullsonwallstreet.com. Today, we're going to talk about the recent biotech trade. I just exited today. We've updated the 2016 trade report stats here. You can see here we entered at 31.58, exited today at 39.32, actually ran up to 40 something today. Right now, going into the close, it's at about 41. Wow. Nice win here. We're doing really good on the year, up 44%. Traded really well post-Brexit, and that's what we're going to talk about today. If you remember this post back on July 1st, about a week after Brexit, we talked about focusing on relative strength stocks. That's if we're going to come out of this sell-off and it ends up being a mini sell-off here and we get back to normal, we're going to look at these stocks that handled the sell-off very well. And these are the ones that should be able to fly if the market does recover. And we did a little video here, went over some stocks, and in the trade report, we pointed to biotech. And some questions I got were, how can you call biotech a relative strength stock when it has been lagging all of 2016? And what we're doing is we're looking at how it reacts to the sell-off, not how it's done before the sell-off. And it handled the sell-off really well here. And not only on the bounce down, but when it recovered here, it recovered really strong. It got past the pre-Brexit sell-off high quicker than SPY did. And that's what we were keying in on here. You can see how long it took SPY to get over that level. It took up to about the 8th here, whereas biotech got to that level much quicker here around the 1st, so a full week before SPY did. So that relative strength was a signal to us that if we're going to play something to the long side, we've got to be in biotech. And you can see the arrow here. We entered based off that. Now, if you look at this on its own, it doesn't look like much of a setup here, but we're factoring in a lot more than that. And that's a mistake a lot of swing traders make, is they focus on setups, and that's it. When really you need to be thinking of this holistic approach to the market. We knew what was going on with SPY, and more than the setup itself, we were looking at things like relative strength. What sectors are emerging now post sell-off? And one of them was biotech here. We made a few other trades. We traded Twitter. You can see here in the stats here, we traded Twitter. We traded AMBA, closed out AMBA today for a nice gain. Twitter, we closed before earnings, thankfully, and got a nice win here. We actually shorted Nugget gold miners also for a nice win through this period here. So that's what we've been looking for, the relative strength. That's why we chose biotech here, and you can see how well it's done since, essentially leading the market right now, and today making that really big move here. Another lesson out of this is to set it and forget it. There were some spots in here where you might feel like, you know what, I should get out, I have a nice gain, but nothing is ever going to go to a straight line to your target. So we had set right around 40, we had said 38 to 40 as being our target range, which was this old recent high here at right around 40. So we held through that, held through a little bit of a pullback, which you have to be able to do here, and then exited today right around 40, a little below 40, and actually it's still going like gangbusters going into the close here. So that was the idea here behind the biotech trade. It's a leader in the market. If we pull up IBB, you can see still showing a lot of strength right at its 200-day moving average, which is another clue for us to get out here. And now if we remount the 200-day, we can always get back in here. But biotech leading the market, and one of our nice trades here post sell-off. You can see here Twitter really well. Got a bunch of others here. So as of 2016 now, we've made 60 trades at a 60% win rate, 36.24 here, up 44,000, 44%. So doing really well here in 2016, a much better year for swing trading than last year was. And all of these trades here were alerted to members. So if you want to be join the Bulls on Wall Street swing trade report here, you can go to actually there's a free report here weekly that you can join. But if you want the daily report, which you get my trade alerts, the focus lists that come in every day, what I'm looking to do, how we're looking to trade. This market analysis we just talked about here. You can go with a monthly plan, $100 a month, just try it out, or go with the annual plan here, half off, 50% off, only $5.99 for the year. So that's it for today. I'm going to be doing some more of these videos. I'll go over a few more of these trades in here. The approach we've taken to these overall stats, which I did earlier in the year in a webinar. Maybe we'll do another webinar coming up here. And don't forget, those of you who have been bootcamp members, in a week or two here, I will be teaching a few sessions here in the bootcamp on swing trading. We'll be going some of these setups here. We'll be going over earnings plays, which we're currently in EXAS. So we'll be going over setups like that. If you haven't joined, it just started. Kunal's first day, I think, was last night. And he will, what he does is he records them. So even if you missed last night's, you'll have access to it, not only last night's, but you'll have access to the last few years of them. So you have access to a ton of information here. I'll be teaching this class in a few days, and we'll be doing some more swing work here. So until the next video, have a great few days of trading.